What's up, my friends? Once again, it's me here, along with all my monsters, my obsessions, fears, and little demons that keep me slightly crazy, and today, we've got a brand new package to unbox. This time, it's a plain white box that just landed from overseas. I'm not even sure which dealer this came from yet, but we'll figure it out together as we go. All right, let's take a look. Wow, I've honestly never seen a package sealed this tight. Luckily, I've got my trusty Demco AD10, which is a beast of a knife, super overbuilt, tough as nails, and perfect for this kind of job. And I'm telling you, this thing is giving me a fight. The packaging is ridiculously tough, almost overkill. But hey, that's half the fun putting your blade to work. Okay, let's make another cut here. Slice, slice, and there we go, it's open. And from what I can see inside, this package actually came from NC Blade. Yeah, North Carolina Blade out of Florida, USA. These guys are one of the most respected shops in the community, always bringing in high-end production and mid-tech knives that are hard to score anywhere else. Honestly, I've dealt with a lot of unboxings, but I've never seen packing this bomb-proof before. Even with my AD10, it took some real effort to cut through it. Later on, I'll give you a closer look at this little monster of a blade, but for now, the star of the show is what NC Blade sent over. Slice, slice, baby, let's dive in. And here we've got the packaging that reads, We Knife 11th Anniversary since 2014. So what we're actually unboxing today is the We Knife 702 11th Anniversary Edition. Quick math, 2014 to 2024 makes it 11 years. And yeah, I know, I'm double-checking numbers for no reason because the box literally spells it out, 11th anniversary. Inside, there's a little thank you card from NC Blade. Pretty sure it's meant as a joke. It says, what do you call a hot dog on wheels? Fast food? Corny? Yeah, but hey, I appreciate their sense of humor. It's a fun touch. Next up, we've got a small envelope with an NC Blade sticker and a little insert reminding you to share your experience on social media. There's also some warranty information, a microfiber cloth for cleaning, and a mini catalog that shows some of the current We Knife models available in the market. A few of those pieces are already part of my collection, and I'll be showing them in future videos here on Filomania. And finally, the certificate of authenticity. This certifies that the knife inside is indeed the We Knife 702 11th Anniversary Edition. It's listed as a stonewashed Böhler M390 blade with titanium handles and carbon fiber jungle wear inlays that's a camo-style carbon fiber pattern with green, black, and brown tones that give it a wild, jungle look. Absolutely striking in person, and one of those materials that immediately jumps out when you open the box. This particular piece is serial number 078 out of 150. So yes, it's not just any production knife, it's a limited edition made specifically to commemorate the 11th anniversary of We Knife. Only 150 units were ever produced, which immediately makes it a special and highly collectible piece. Let's set the paperwork aside and get straight to the main event. Take a look at the box itself. Even the presentation, with its matching background color, feels like a sign we're about to open something important. And inside, here it is, the knife itself. A presentation worthy of We Knife, and honestly, nothing less than what we'd expect from them. Now, for those who don't know, We Knife is a Chinese manufacturer that has truly conquered the global market in recent years. They've done it by delivering top-notch designs, premium materials, and very competitive pricing. And when I say top-notch quality, I mean just look at what we have here. This is an integral knife, milled from a single piece, with ergonomics that feel incredibly comfortable in hand. It's slim to the touch, lightweight, yet the contours are just beautiful. I actually had to stop talking for a second to take it all in. The rounded shaping feels almost like they pressed a human palm into clay to capture the natural curve, and from that mold, they designed these handles. The result is stunning. Jungle-wear carbon fiber inlays set seamlessly into titanium, with edges finished so smoothly that it feels like silk. You don't even notice the transition between the titanium frame and the carbon fiber. It's that well executed. This level of fit and finish is exactly why We Knife has earned so much respect in the knife community worldwide. Now, let's be clear. This is not a custom knife, it's a production model. But even so, with only 150 pieces made, you can really see the amount of care and detail that went into it. Alright, let's talk about the action, which for me is always one of the most important aspects. First impressions. The ergonomics are excellent, super comfortable in hand. The lock here is a button lock, exactly what I was hoping for. And it feels rock solid. The action is extremely snappy and incredibly smooth. The detent is tuned just right, so when you hit the flipper tab, the blade rockets out effortlessly. It really just flies open with authority. On the close, it's buttery smooth, what collectors like to call a perfect drop-shut action. Press the button lightly, the blade disengages, and it just glides shut under its own weight. No stickiness on the button either, which is a big plus. You don't have to press hard, there's no resistance, just a clean, precise release every single time. And there's zero bounce back when it closes. The blade drops, locks into place, and stays there. And honestly, it's blowing me away. It feels modern, fast, agile, exactly what I was expecting, maybe even more. That combination of a crisp detent, glassy smooth bearings, and a drop-shut close makes the action feel absolutely dialed in. For a production piece, this is next level. So, as you can see, the verdict here is pretty clear. We're looking at a very high-end production knife. One of the things I really like is the blade shape. It's not a straightforward clip point, and it's not a pure drop point either. Instead, it feels like a hybrid between the two. The spine rises a bit, but not as aggressively as a traditional clip point would, and then it drops off like a drop point. At the same time, there's even a slight tanto influence. You can see it where the edge transitions, it doesn't flow in one continuous curve all the way to the tip. Instead, it breaks slightly and then angles into the point, similar to a modified tanto grind. So, in reality, this blade shape is like a fusion of clip point, drop point, and a touch of tanto, all blended together in one profile. As for the steel, according to the spec card, this blade is made from Böhler M390. And if you know your steels, you already know that M390 is one of the best performers on the market today. We're talking about a super steel with incredible edge retention, outstanding corrosion resistance, and extreme hardness. It's the kind of steel that's very difficult to dull and equally tough to sharpen without proper equipment. M390 is widely used in high-end production knives because it strikes that balance collectors and users want, where resistance, toughness, and stainless properties all in one. Basically, you're holding a blade that's designed to last for years, even with heavy use. And in a limited edition model like this, it makes perfect sense that they went with a steel of this caliber. On the pivot, you'll find the classic We Knife logo, a small detail that really sets the tone for the whole piece. And let me clear something up right away. This knife doesn't ride on washers. The 702 Anniversary Edition actually runs on caged ceramic ball bearings, which explains why the action feels so insanely smooth. The blade glides open and shut like it's rolling on skateboard wheels, completely fluid, frictionless, and tuned to perfection. Now, I didn't mention it earlier, but this knife is an integral blade. And honestly, it's one of the best production integrals I've ever handled. It's not just two slabs screwed together. Instead, the entire handle is milled from a single solid block of titanium, which requires a completely different level of precision. What really impresses me is how the contours aren't uniform or symmetrical. The handle has these organic curves, dips, and swells that change from side to side. On one section, the milling is deeper and more pronounced. On another, it's softer, creating what I describe as a palm swell or belly that just melts into your hand. You can actually see it in the profile. One side pushes out slightly more than the other, giving it a subtle, ergonomic bulge. Even along the spine, the integral construction shows off expert 3D contouring. It feels like they carved a piece of a sphere, yet they deliberately left some flat lines visible to accent the design. That choice makes the knife feel both sculpted and structured at the same time. For a production integral, this kind of detail work is absolutely world-class. And here in the back portion of the handle, you can clearly see some asymmetry. The milling cut on this side doesn't look exactly the same as on the other. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it, but to me it's definitely not perfectly symmetrical, which suggests there's a fair amount of hand finishing work involved. And that actually makes it more interesting, because it gives the knife a slightly unique character, almost like every piece has its own subtle fingerprint. Check out the rear section where your hand naturally rests when you deploy the blade. That contour is just extremely ergonomic. It feels less like a cold tool and more like something intentionally sculpted to melt into the palm. When you flip the knife open, there's absolutely zero discomfort. It just fires open smoothly and feels natural. There's even a small lanyard hole if you want to thread in a bead or a fob optional, but a nice detail to have. Now, let's talk about the pocket clip. It's not as heavily contoured as the handle scales themselves, but in use, it might as well disappear. Seriously, when the knife is in hand, you don't feel the clip at all. It blends seamlessly with the flow of the handle, keeping the ergos clean and uninterrupted. That's a big deal, because a lot of clips tend to be hot spots, but here it just vanishes. Retention-wise, the clip is tuned really well. It's strong enough to hold the knife firmly in pocket, yet not so tight that it tears into your pants. Overall, it provides a low-profile carry, keeping this limited edition piece secure and discreet while riding in pocket. So once it's clipped in, the knife rides deep in the pocket. You'll only see a very small section sticking out above the seam of your pants. The clip itself is held in place by a single Torx screw, most likely a T8, and it's mounted into a perfectly milled recess. That inlay cut is done with such precision that the clip locks down without any side-to-side movement at all. Even though it uses just one screw, the base is perfectly anchored, so the clip feels rock solid. Now, let's talk about the jungle wear carbon fiber inlays. That's what WeKnife calls this variation, and it really does live up to the name. The carbon fiber is patterned in deep, shifting tones of gray, black, and green, light and dark, almost like the layered shades you'd see in a dense, humid jungle under the canopy. It has that wild camo look, but done in a premium, almost luxurious way. Visually, it pairs beautifully with the metallic titanium frame, which has a clean, satin-like sheen, and the stone-washed blade that matches the overall theme. Both sides of the blade carry that even, matte stone wash, which makes the whole knife feel understated and professional rather than flashy. The end result is a knife that balances strength with elegance. It's bold, yes, but it's also sober and refined, without any unnecessary gimmicks. The Jungle Wear CF brings color and character, while the titanium and stone-washed M390 blade keep it grounded as a serious, high-performance tool. This knife isn't full of flashy gimmicks or over-the-top details screaming for attention. It's not a look-at-me piece. Instead, what you immediately notice is that it's a high-quality tool designed with care and crafted with real attention to detail. In fact, I'd say this is easily among the best integrals I own, maybe even the very best. If I had to nitpick, maybe I'd prefer it to be just a little thicker in hand. That's probably just me. I've got relatively large hands, and while it doesn't feel like I'm gripping a pen or anything too thin, I tend to like knives with a bit more heft and bulk. That's just my personal taste. But overall, the fit, finish, and design execution here are outstanding. We're talking about a knife that delivers elegance without being flashy, strength without feeling heavy-handed. So, my friends, that wraps up today's unboxing. These are just my first impressions of the WeKnife 702 11th Anniversary Edition. I hope you enjoyed sharing this moment with me. I'll definitely be back with a full review after I've had the chance to carry this piece in pocket and rotate it through my EDC for a few weeks. That way, I can give you a better breakdown of what I find good, what I find not so good, because remember, no knife is perfect. From me, and from all of my monsters, my obsessions, addictions, fears, and all that crazy crew inside my head, thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. Take care of yourselves, stay sharp, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode of Filomania. Peace!